Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 16th day of April, 2021, I'd like to take you here to JMBullion. And would you look at that? Gold is at $17.79 and 2 pennies, up $6.03. So remember, we were at $17.40 for quite a few weeks, and then all of a sudden now we're up to $17.79. Silver's even up past the $26 mark to $26.15, up 12 cents. Platinum is down $1.20 to $12.0738, and palladium is up to $27.76 and 5 cents. So I went over to the United States Mint, and there's a bit of news out of here inside the mint. It's called 100 Years of Silver Dollar Coinage from 1878 to 1978 by Jill Weston, April 15, 2021. This year marks the 100th anniversary of completion of coinage of the Morgan dollar and the 100th anniversary of the commencement of coinage of the peace dollar. Essentially, it's the centennial of the transition between minting two of the most famous coins issued by the United States Mint. This year also marks the 50th anniversary of the silver coin that would follow, the Eisenhower dollar. These three coins, spanning 100 years from the first Morgan dollar in 1878 to the final Eisenhower dollar in 1978, share a connection through history and legacy. And there's the three coins there. That's beauties. Says here, silver supply and the Morgan dollar. Silver mining in the United States, mainly the Comstock lode, is the catalyst that gave silver dollar coinage its heyday. Before the nation could truly benefit from this discovery, previous legislation demonetizing silver first had to be overcome. The Bland-Allison Act reauthorized the standard silver dollar to the weight and fineness as stated in the Act of January 1837 at 26.73 grams and 0.990 silver and 10% copper. The new coin would be commonly referred to as the Morgan dollar since it was designed by George T. Morgan, who from 1917 to 1925 would serve as the chief engraver. Adhering to the requirements written in the Coinage Act of April 2, 1792, 1 Statute 246-248, the obverse features a profile of Lady Liberty, and the reverse features a heraldic eagle. The first Morgan dollar coins were struck in 1878 at the Philadelphia Mint. Following some design revisions, they were also struck at San Francisco and Carson City that same year. Because of the facility's proximity to the silver mines in the western United States, that's genius, right? So Carson City, right next to the silver mine, right there in the Comstock lode, and San Francisco is basically down the hill from Carson City. So that's pretty cool. The next year, New Orleans joined in, and like San Francisco and Philadelphia, they would manufacture Morgan dollars through 1904. That's incredible. So very popular coin, very popular. It says here, silver dollar production paused. Once again, legislation played a role in the silver supply chain because of the passage of the 1890 Sherman Silver Purchase Act. When demand and silver bullion supplies dropped as a result of this legislation, production of the Morgan dollar was suspended in 1904 at all U.S. Mint facilities. No silver dollar coins were minted in the United States from 1905 to 1920. Since the New Orleans Mint relied on silver coin production for business, this ultimately led to its shutdown as a mint facility. After World War I, the Pittman Act of 1918 authorized the melting of millions of previously minted silver dollars, primarily Morgan dollars. However, the act also required silver to be purchased in order to manufacture new silver coins to replace the melted ones. I wonder how many peace dollars were Morgan dollars. That would be interesting to find out. If it was Carson City silver or not, that would be interesting. In order to satisfy the Pittman Act, production of the Morgan dollar resumed in 1921 at Philadelphia, San Francisco, and for the first time in Denver. Did you hear that? For the first time in Denver. Later that year, the Philadelphia Mint switched production to the peace dollar. No special congressional authority was required for the modification and design, since the law permits changing the design of any U.S. coins after 25 years. And here we go about the peace dollar. In December 1921, Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon approved the peace dollar to replace the Morgan dollar. The peace dollar commemorated the declaration of peace between the United States and Germany. The Mint made more than 1 million peace dollars in less than 1 month, and that was December of 1921. 6 months later, nearly 25 million peace dollars had been minted. The design of the peace dollar was selected by the Commission of Fine Arts, CFA, from models submitted by a number of prominent sculptors. The CFA chose the work of notable Italian-American artist Anthony di Francisci. The obverse design depicts female head emblematic of liberty, wearing a tiara of light rays. The reverse design depicts an eagle perched on a mountaintop, holding an olive branch in its talons, witnessing the dawn of a new day. There it is. The peace dollar was struck from 1921 to 1928, at which point demand for the dollar was low, and the silver supply resulting from the Pittman Act ran out. It was minted one last time prior to World War II with the passage of what was referred to as the Silver Purchase Act of 1934. The coinage was short-lived, lasting only through 1935. These last peace dollars were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Did you hear that? That's another clue there. Very interesting. So this is a dollar coin production chart, graph 1878 to 1978. And it's pretty interesting here. So it has the Carson City Mint facility here. And these are the coins that they produce. I guess the blue or purple would represent the Morgan dollar. The yellow is the peace dollar. And the green bar is the Eisenhower dollar. So Carson City produced the Morgan dollar, and that's it, up to about here in the graph. Then Denver got in on the picture with the Morgan dollar here in 1921. New Orleans was done by then. Philadelphia got in the act, it looks like, because they got a mesh of the two colors there, a little blended action, yellow and blue or purple. And then here in San Francisco, they had also done the peace dollar with the Morgan dollar. No, I'm sorry, just the Morgan dollar. And then they did the peace dollar the following year. So that's really interesting. This is a really cool thing to understand. And if you do understand it, you'll probably understand which ones are going to be sought after here. Now, I would imagine when these coins do drop, this Morgan silver dollar with the privy marks, the CC and the O. Now, these two come out on the same day. And on that poll that I had posted, it looked like about almost up to 80% would choose the CC over all coins. So, I mean, this is going to be the one to have and the one to flip, I would imagine. Now, this might be, I don't want to say it's neglected, but I imagine if people don't get this, this will be the default one that day. And then here on that second release date on June 1st, you have the silver dollar S, and then you have the D. And they only did a one-year minting in 1921. And then if we go back to this beautiful little graph, it says San Francisco, they had done them all the way up until the other ones stopped. And they also did it here. And, oh, I tell you, it's all there. All the information you need to see is right here, folks. I'm going to say this is the Eisenhower dollar. And it says here, no silver dollar coins were struck by the mint and issued into circulation after 1935. The silver dollar drought almost ended in 1964 when new legislation allowed the Denver Mint to strike peace dollars. However, none were released into the public. Did you see that? Boom. Peace dollar, 1964. And they did actually strike them, about 300,000 pieces. They say that the peace dollars that were minted here, two of them, I think, showed up in 1970 and were ordered to be melted down. So imagine if those are still around, a 1964 peace dollar. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? I'll tell you. That's really amazing. So on July 23, 1965, President Johnson approved Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from the circulation coins and authorized that clad coins be used for the half dollar, quarter, and dime. And that's why we don't have silver in our money anymore. Boom, right there. Now, bicentennial coinage and after, and here we go. 2021 100th anniversary coins. This year, the Mint brings two of those infamous designs back to collectors as a result of the 1921 Silver Dollar Coin Anniversary Act, Public Law 116-286. It requires the Secretary of the Treasury to mint and issue $1 silver coins in recognition of the 100th anniversary of completion of coinage of the Morgan dollar and the 100th anniversary of the commencement of coinage of the peace dollar. More information about these products will be available in the upcoming weeks on our website and social media channels. And they are just letting us have all this good information right now. And I'm going to leave a link to this Wikipedia article as well. it shows how a nice little story about the striking of the 1964 Denver peace dollars. Very cool article there. And I think on this last day, I think it's going to be this one is the sleeper hit, that peace dollar. Something about it, I like it. And check this out. I wanted to show you this. This is the only listing I could find for peace dollars from 2021 or Morgan dollars from 2021, and they have it listed at $400 with 11 watchers. And more power to you if you're able to get that. That's incredible. That is incredible. Folks, there's a lot going on here soon. We're in April 16 right now. About a month and a half away, we're going to get that coin. And it's the most sought after coin in American history. And we're on the forefront of the leading edge of that wave. We know about it before the general public does, before the news hits CNN or Fox or whatever you listen to, or the Times, USA Today, whatever you watch, whatever you see. These coins, usually the media, they'll pick up on after this coin drops or after it's been released. Oh, they'll have a story like, oh, the Mint sold all their Morgan dollars today, and then you're watching the news and going, oh yeah, that was yesterday or today, and then you missed it. So definitely want to be on the leading edge of this wave if you want to catch it. And if you don't, you'll probably be ending up in the secondary market having to look at prices like this. And that's no fun. That is no fun. Anyway, listen, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by today. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker.